What's good, y'all? L Famous, living my life and I think about it twice. Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share. It's dope content if you like it. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Now today, we talking about my guy Percy. Yeah, man, my guy Percy from the West Side. God bless the dead, man. I heard he got killed in the club the other night. You heard? Out there in Queens, you heard? And a lot of people don't know, man. I knew my guy Percy since I was 9 years old. You heard? 9 years old. I'm gonna let the plane go by. You heard? Yeah, B. I knew my guy Purse since I was 9 years old. I met my guy Purse 9 years old at Yankee Stadium. You heard? Yeah, man, Yankee Stadium. I was a scalper, you know what I'm saying? Percy was a scalper. A lot of them dudes from the West Side that Percy used to roll with, young, you know what I'm saying, was scalpers, you know what I'm saying? Some dudes, you know what I'm saying, used to pack bags. Some dudes used to sell newspapers. Some dudes used to go to store for the old folks. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I did all that as a kid. From when I was 5 years old up, I did all that. Pack bags, sell the Sunday newspaper, go to the store for old folks. I did all that when I was young. From 5 years old all the way up to like I was like 9. Because when I hit 9, I went to Yankee. And when I went to Yankee, I started scalping tickets. And I don't know, a lot of people don't know what scalping tickets is. Scalping tickets is you buy tickets for cheap, you buy tickets for the less you could buy it for, and you sell it for the most you could sell it for. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, but back in the days when I was like 9 years old, I never used to buy tickets. I used to go to the gate, stand by the gate where people go in, the Yankee Stadium at, and I used to go, sir, you got an extra ticket? Sir, you got an extra ticket? And a lot of times, you get hundreds and you get a lot of people that walk by you and say, nah, I don't got no extra ticket. Or they might stop and say, yeah, I got some extra tickets. You heard? I'll be like, yo, I'll be like, yeah, you got an extra ticket? And they be like, yeah, I got some tickets. I got some main boxes. What's up? How much money you got? I'll be like, I don't got no money, sir. I just trying to see the Yankee game. They be like, oh, well. Some of them be like, oh, well, nah, I'm trying to sell these. Boom, they'll go in your face, put the tickets back in their pocket in your face and go right in. Some crackers, they say, go here, B. You know what I'm saying? They give you one, you know what I'm saying? And you might peep, but they got some more extras in there. You be like, yo, I got some friends up the block that I want to go to the game with. We don't got a ticket either. And they be like, here, take them all. Boom, just go in the game. That's the official crackers, you heard? But then you got the other crackers that they was like, hell no. They'd rather eat them. They'd rather go sit on them shits before they give them you. Then you had crackers that'll tell you, yo, they'll give you the seats, but they'll tell you straight up, yo, don't come sit next to me, you heard? Don't come sit next to me. So, you know what I'm saying? And like I'm telling y'all dudes, I stand on the gate of a Yankee game. I probably get like all day on a good game. I probably could get up to 10 tickets, 10, 15 tickets for free. Just by standing on the gate. Sir, you got an extra ticket, just do it. Boom, boom. As soon as I get the ticket or tickets, I run right to the gate, sell them. You heard? Sometimes the prices on the ticket might be $18.50 each. You heard? Boom, I go sell them for a dub each. You know what I'm saying? Tell dudes, go right to the line. Yo, you don't gotta be online. I got some 2 mains right here, B. Section 18. You heard? Right behind the Yankee dugout. You heard? Hitting them niggas in the head. You know what I'm saying? And niggas like, oh shit, yeah, we. Well, how much you gonna get? 20 each. Ah, come on, man. Give you 10 each. Nah, 20 each, man. You see it say 18 each. I'm only asking for 20 each. Give me 20 each. Niggas like, all right, boom. They rail. It wasn't even asking what they rail. They snatch them up, give you that money, snatch some shit out your hand, go right in the game. You heard? I go right back to the gate again. Yo, got an extra ticket, sir? You got an extra ticket? Boom. Then when my money get up, I could buy tickets now. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta just beg for tickets. I could buy some now. So now, boom, boom. Now Percy was down there. Percy like a couple of years older than me. Percy probably about 3, 4, 5 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? And Percy down there, he doing his thing. All the West Side niggas is down there. You got Percy crew. Percy crew was Percy, Corey, Gerald, Lil Vic, and Dre. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all of them. All of them is my boys. All of them is my friends. All of them is the OGs. You heard? You know what I'm saying? And that was Percy clique. You know what I'm saying? And then you even have my man D down there, my man Dow down there. He was down there working souvenirs. but he was from the West Side too. So West Side had a strong presence at Yankee. You know what I'm saying? They had a strong presence at Yankee. A lot of people from the West Side used to work down there, or work in the stadium, or work at the with the vendor shit, or working selling the pretzels, or they were scalping. You had a few dudes like to get money, get fly niggas from the West Side, such as my man Percy and them from the West Side, coming down there scalping, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, Percy was a little older than me. So I met Percy when I was like 9 years old, scalping tickets, you know what I'm saying? Percy mad fly, you always seen him fly. I'm talking about Percy was one of the flyest niggas out. He always been one of the flyest niggas out, you know what I'm saying? Down there scalping tickets, that's where I learned how to get fly. That's how I learned to put it on, you know what I'm saying? Because I always was copying the older niggas, you know what I'm saying? I had niggas like Percy, Rob, all them niggas from Washington Projects and Webster, and niggas from the West Side that I had them niggas to look up to, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas was the flyest niggas out. And Percy was a get around nigga. He always was at the Rucker, always was at the clubs, always was on the party scene, you know what I'm saying? You know, and that was his life. That was his life, my man Percy. And I kind of like adapted that life too, you know what I'm saying? So I used to run into Percy a lot growing up, you know what I'm saying? I used to run into Percy a lot. I was one of them young niggas that I was similar to Percy, you know what I'm saying? Get fly, get money, and like to go out, you know what I'm saying? Not just go out, I'm talking about being in the spots, you know what I'm saying? Being in the real spots where all the live niggas is at, all the official joints is at, like that, you know what I'm saying? And see, just so happened that I heard my man lost his life like that, you know what I'm saying? In the spot, you know what I'm saying? You heard? But I ain't gonna get into all of that because I don't know nothing about it. It just happened and I wouldn't talk about it anyway. But look, my man Percy, man, a lot of people don't know my man, B. They just know him from being next to Fat Joe and them, and Terror Squad and all them niggas, you know what I'm saying? And all that, and being in the clubs and doing all that. But Percy was a good nigga, man. Percy was a good nigga, man. Percy was a real nigga. He represented, you know what I'm saying? He represented for the West Side, B. He represented for the West Side, because I'm gonna keep it real. Growing up, niggas always try to sleep on that, on the part of the West Side that he lived in. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't never think that up there was pussy or none of that. Niggas knew they get right, they get their money, this and that and this. But the West Side always been the West Side. You know what I'm saying? West Side niggas, you heard, they mainly stay on their side. But you get a sprinkle of them niggas that they got a lot of affiliation, a lot of family, and they move around. You get a few of them niggas from the West Side that move around. And the ones that move around on the East Side and all that, you know, in my area, because even my block is considered the West Side, but it's not really considered the West Side. They consider it the East Side. But anybody that know the Bronx know that my hood is considered the West Side too. You know what I'm saying? But they cut the West Side off after, when you get to Yankee Stadium, niggas consider all that past Yankee Stadium is the West Side. You know what I'm saying? That Anderson, that Nelson, that Woody Crest, that University, that Ogden, that, you know, that all that up there, that's the West Side, you know what I'm saying? So once you get to Yankee Stadium and you start coming on this side, they consider that the East Side, you heard? But everybody know from the concourse all the way up is the West Side, you heard? Really, you know what I'm saying? But we don't count it like that. We count it as the East Side. But yeah, big. My man Percy got killed last night in the club, you know what I'm saying, doing what he do, going out, talking his shit, fly as could be. I don't know if it was some beef. I don't know if it was some old shit that caught up with him. I don't know if it was some new shit, you heard? But I know my man Percy, he rolled dolo. He not one of them niggas that rolled to the spot with mad niggas. He go to the spot, he know everybody. Everybody know him, especially all the go out niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But all I know is I knew my guy Percy since I was 9 years old, and me and him had a tight bond. It was, I remember we was up north together, and I ran into him. We was in Nap. We was in Nap, the infirmary apart together. You heard? I was in Nap Man, I was in Nap Eastern, and he was in the special program in the annex. They had an annex outside of Nap that had a special program for dudes to if you do the program, you get to go home a little earlier, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And Percy was in there because Percy was a wild boy. Yeah, Percy was a wild boy. Percy was always one of them niggas. You might see Percy getting it on with a nigga, you heard, and his hands was up. He fighting a nigga, going at it with a nigga, you heard? Fresh as it could be. You know what I'm saying? Because Percy type of nigga, if you try to play him, he getting it on with you. He ain't letting you get away with shit. He had a slick mouth, you heard? And he get it on, and he on some gangster shit at the same time. So basically, I remember when I was young at Yankee, I seen a nigga Percy. I think Percy was fighting somebody in front of the bowling alley, him and somebody going at it, all at the bowling alley. I'm like, this nigga Percy, V. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, when he get mad, he get ham. I'm just like him. I'm just like him. When I get mad, niggas go ham, you heard? Niggas be ready to fight, kill, stab, cut, whatever, you heard? So boom. I seen a nigga fighting before at Yankee, fighting niggas over cells, fighting niggas over, that's my cell, nah, that's my cell, get out of here, I'm tired of you niggas getting it on. Then, a lot of niggas don't know, down at the Garden, he got us some shit at the Garden, that nigga Percy blew a nigga in front of the police at the Garden. Yeah, this nigga Percy was crazy. In 1990, I think 1995, that nigga blew a nigga at the Garden. He blew a nigga at the Garden. I think he blew a Brooklyn nigga. I don't know if he blew another scalping nigga or just another regular nigga on the street, but he blew a nigga at the Garden. And the major thing about when Percy blew that nigga at the Garden, he blew the nigga right in front of police, you heard? Niggas like, this nigga Percy crazy. So as soon as he blew the nigga, he went right to jail. I'm talking about right to jail. Police grabbed his ass right in front of the Garden, grabbed him, it was in the Garden too. Grabbed his ass in front of the Garden, locked his ass up, blood everywhere, you heard? Nigga leaking, you heard? Took that nigga to jail. That nigga, that's when Percy did a little big, and that's when we was up there together, you know what I'm saying? And then me and him was right one bed from each other, and he was shocked because he really know me. So when he came in the infirmary, because I was already there. Yeah, I was already there. He came in the infirmary, seeing me, and he put his bed right next to mine. Now, he told the nigga to put his bed next to mine. Put his bed right next to mine. We was up all night talking about the hood, talking about scalping. He was letting me know about everything that I didn't know about and all that. And like I told you, Percy got me like about 4 or 5 years, you heard? So this nigga my nigga, you know what I'm saying? I know all about him. I knew him since I was 9. So this nigga my nigga, you heard? He not the OG of me, but at the end of the day, I got a lot of respect and love for this nigga, you know what I'm saying? So boom, we kicking it. He telling me how he in the annex and I'm in the main, you heard? Boom, boom. Then we both left each other. Boom. He was going home soon. So that's why he was in the annex. You know what I'm saying? So because he was in that special program where you do certain things and you got outside clearance, and so you go home. And it was me. You come, and it was a minimum. It was a minimum. You know what I'm saying? It was a minimum. You heard? But it was a program joint. So boom. That was like I ran into Percy in 1997. You heard? In Nap. You heard? We was both up north. He was up north for blowing a nigga at the Garden. I was up north for fucking violating my probation. And I had a sale. I made an undercover sale to the police, you heard? So I was up north for 48 plus my record. So I was up north for that. And he was up north for blowing a nigga. I think Percy had like a 3.5 to something, you heard? Because he blew a nigga in front of the police at the Garden. That nigga Percy when he get mad, he nigga do anything. Like we talked about that shit, we laughed about that shit, all that shit. So then boom, that was 1997. He had more time in because he been locked up since 1995, and I only got locked up since 1996. So he had like a year and a half more than me. You know what I'm saying? So boom, but he was going home earlier because he was in that special program. Boom. I heard he came back to the Nap to go to the infirmary just to go through to get a checkup, and he asked about me, and my man was like, nah, L is in the box. L got into something, you heard? So when I came home, we talked about that, you know what I'm saying? I ran into him, now boom. Percy was my nigga, man. Percy was my motherfucking nigga, man. You heard? I remember one time, Fat Joe, this was when the Yankees was in the playoffs of the World Series. This was back like when I first came home. I came home in 2002, so this had to be like 2005 or one of them years after that. You heard? 2004, 5 or something. You heard? This is when Fat Joe was on Cribs and all that. You heard? When they was running MTV Cribs and all that, and they used to have Fat Joe, different stars and all that on there. So I remember one time, Fat Joe came to Yankee. You heard? With his brother-in-law, like Uncle Dan. I think Uncle Dan was with him, cause Uncle Dan lived on Shiesty at one time. So we knew Uncle Dan, my man having us. We knew Uncle Dan. Uncle Dan rocked with us. You heard? So I think it was Fat Joe, his brother-in-law, Uncle Dan, and somebody else. And I remember it was like the World Series at Yankees. I forgot who the Yankees was playing. It was at the old stadium. This is before they built the new stadium. And they would it was either playoffs or the World Series. And I know it was off the wall because niggas was selling tickets for a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? We was getting like $500 a ticket, $450 a ticket, $350. The lowest ticket was $350, something like that. And you might get beat. You know what I'm saying? So boom. I remember Percy running around for Fat Joe, because Fat Joe, his brother-in-law, Uncle Dan, was standing on the hill and all that, and they was waiting for niggas to bring them some seats. So I remember mad scalping niggas was running around like, yo, you got some good, what you got? Niggas like, what you got? You got some fields? You got some, yeah, we got some good ones, you got some good ones, you got some good ones. So everybody was like, yeah, I got some. I got 4, I got 3, I got 4, whatever Fat Joe needed. And niggas was running into Fat Joe like, yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, Fat Joe? You want these? So Fat Joe be like, nah, I don't want those. I want something a little better than that. So boom, niggas running around. Niggas like, whoa, what about these? I'm talking about niggas must have ran to at least 10 different people, show Fat Joe like 10 different sets of seats to see if he gonna buy them. So boom. So now I see Percy come up the hill. So Percy running around like, yo, it was good, B, because you know Percy used to scout. He know all of us like that. So he running around, he like, to Nick. So now Fat Joe could get some good seats, but Fat Joe don't want to pay. He don't want to pay. So he got Percy running around like, yo, what's good, B? What you got? So he's like, yo, boom, boom. I'm looking at Fat Joe and I'm looking at Percy. I'm like, yo, I'm saying in my mind, yo, Percy, man, why you going running around trying to get shirts, tickets for this nigga Fat Joe, knowing that this nigga Fat Joe ain't trying to spend no money right now? Fat Joe told niggas he'll sneak in that shit because the nigga told Fat Joe $400 each, right? Now I'm gonna keep it official with you. These crackers out here paying $400, $500 each. These regular crackers, you heard? We don't know that what type of work they do, but people that come to Yankee, these niggas got, you know what I'm saying, got some good jobs and all that. So boom, these crackers coming for the World Series, they buying their tickets on the street from us for $450. You heard? $500 a ticket. Some niggas is even cracking niggas $750 a ticket. I walk you to the gate, make sure you get in type shit. You know what I'm saying? So niggas is getting nothing but bread out here. So I'm looking at Fat Joe like, damn, this nigga Fat Joe. I'm just watching this nigga on MTV Cribs. This nigga want to bring niggas down. He don't even want to. And then, you know, Fat Joe used to scout too. And this ain't no dissing to Fat Joe or nothing. But Fat Joe used to scout. So this is why Fat Joe don't want to pay no real money for some tickets. And I'm looking at Fat Joe like, damn, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Come on, nigga. You supposed to be wanting to give us $400 each. I don't know if you got it like that, but you got it. But you supposed to be wanting to give a nigga $400 each for his tickets, you heard? Because you know where we coming from. You know how much $400 each gonna take us. You know what I'm saying? You was a scout before. You was out here with us before. With Percy, that's how you know my man Percy. You know what I'm saying? So boom. I'm looking at this nigga, but I ain't saying none of that because I'm just looking. You heard? I just see the shenanigans, and I hear Fat Joe talking about, because I'm right there. I ain't far distance. I'm right there under niggas. Why? Because I'm hoping, I'm trying to hope somebody walk up with some tickets that I could take them and say, yo, what about these? You know what I'm saying? Make me some money. But I already know this nigga Fat Joe ain't paying. This nigga already telling he like this. Niggas is bringing seats to him. He like, niggas, once the niggas tell him the price, he like, nah. I don't want that. So I just remember the last nigga that brought some seats to him. He was like, yo, he's like, man, I sneak in this shit before I pay that price. And the nigga only wanted like $350 each, $400 each. You heard? So I'm looking at these niggas, I'm like, these niggas is petty niggas, man. These niggas getting all this motherfucking money. These niggas don't even want to motherfucking kick out. You know what I'm saying? To scout. But nigga, Fat Joe used to be a scout, but this nigga supposed to want to kick out. I know if I made it, if I had some money, and I came back to the game, and I see niggas that I grew up with, I used to scout with and all that. I know all these niggas, and these niggas got what I want. These niggas got 4 good ones, and I know that 400 each is going to bless these niggas. I'm going to get them 400 each. He's like, nah, man, I'll sneak in this shit before I give up 400 each. So I'm looking at this nigga like, this nigga Patty Eddie, you heard? So, my man Percy wound up getting the nigga some tickets. So I'm like, Percy, man. Percy, a loyal nigga. So then I always used to see Percy around niggas. You heard? I used to see Percy at, Percy first, like limelight was, I think, when he was in BDP video. You heard? He was in KRS-One Boogie Down production joint. You heard? I forgot what song. I think it was I don't know. I forgot what song it was. Was it still #1 or? I just know Percy been around. You know what I'm saying? He started out like being in KRS-One video. He was in the club scene video. I think he was in My Philosophy. You heard? I think he was in My Philosophy. You heard? The famous My Philosophy video that was done over here. You know what I'm saying? Over there by the shelter. You heard? The women's shelter. Back in those days, it was a men's shelter. That was the men's shelter that KRS-One was in. So when he did My Philosophy video, Percy was in that video. You heard? And he was in one of the scenes in the club when KRS-One and BDP and them niggas coming through mad thick, you know what I'm saying? With they BDP shit on, you know what I'm saying? That's where it started at. Then he was in Tupac, a movie Above the Rim, you heard? When Tupac jumped out the scene coming to the Rucker, Percy was in that scene. I think he gave Tupac a pound. You know, Tupac gave him a pound in that joint because around that time in the street, uptown, the Bronx, Tupac was running around. So, and Percy was running around. I was running around. The whole hood was running around, B. You had to be there or be square. And Percy was one of them niggas that was always there. And I was there too. You heard? This is where Above the Rim was jumping over. Tupac from Above the Rim and all that. So Percy was around. That's why he was in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Boom. He was in that. Then he got mad cameos with Fat Joe. Everybody know he Fat Joe, man. Terror Squad, you heard? My man is Terror Squad, you heard? My man been Terror Squad since Terror Squad was started, B. Word of my mother, man. My man Percy, man. And he was Terror Squad on the street, you know what I'm saying? My man Percy always rode dolo. You see him at the clubs with his shines, you heard? You see him always, he always had a nice car. And if you knew my man Percy, when he came out of jail or even before he went to jail, my man Percy was in the joints, you heard? He was in the BMs and, you know, nice little joints, you heard? He put his money into cars, you know what I'm saying? And he was a real gambler, you heard? My man Percy was a gambler. He in the cars and he talking shit and he getting fly. That's what Percy was all about. You know what I'm saying? My man Percy, BX legend, West Side, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about back when niggas, before niggas would even knew anything about getting fresh. When niggas was bums in the house, niggas wasn't getting no money. Niggas was wearing their cousins, their older brothers, and older people clothes. Niggas was getting money. Niggas was buying their own shit as kids. When I say kids, I'm saying kids because we were scalpers. We were scalpers. Me, Percy, Vic, Gerald, Dre, motherfucking, Corey, you heard Corey, my man, C-Town, the dude that owned Fed Magazine, brother. You heard that's who Percy, that's one of Percy's mans. He came up with, we all grew up scalping tickets, taking nothing but money from them crackers at Yankee Stadium, man. Taking nothing but money from them crackers at Yankee Stadium, man. You heard? I used to see my man Percy make so much money. If I made $300, my man Percy made $700 to $1,000, man. My man Percy and them was beasts down at Yankee, you heard? Especially my man Percy. That nigga could talk and that nigga could sell you the motherfuckers. They sell you the bathroom sink, nigga. My man Percy, B. We grew up young, taking money from them crackers, B. You heard? My man Percy left the game alone once he started getting around Fat Joe and all them niggas and all that. But my man Percy was a beast when it came down to making money and scalping tickets. That's word to my mother. That's word to my mother. Her, I know, yo, shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. Then, when we used to be out, like, you know, in the later years when we was out of jail and he running around on his terror squad shit and this and that and this, but he always stood on his own, you know what I'm saying? Percy always stood on his own. You always seen Percy dolo. You never seen Percy with a crew like that. You know what I'm saying? Percy was a pop-up nigga, you know what I'm saying? My guy used to pop up. Everywhere it was lit, my man got pop up. That's where I get my pop-up game from. I ain't get it from him, but I just told you, like, coming up under them scalping niggas, like, I took a lot of I learned a lot of their style, you know what I'm saying? Getting fresh. Like I tell you, I was wearing Uptowns when they was called the $125 Nikes. You know what I'm saying? Uptowns, when they first came out, they was calling them the $125 Nikes. And you know who was calling them that? My scalping niggas. Because my scalping niggas was older, the niggas from Washington, where my guy Rob, Buddha and all them niggas, you heard? You understand what I'm saying? Then you had the West Side niggas. You had Percy, Gerald, Corey, Dre, Vic, you know what I'm saying? And pardon me if I'm forgetting everybody. And my man Dow, D, you heard? You know what I'm saying? So the West Side always was in my life. I always fuck with my West Side niggas, you heard? And they always fuck with me. Everybody I just named, they fuck with me. I'm talking about hard body. I'm not talking about, oh, yo, that's loud, no. No, niggas know me, nigga. Niggas know me, nigga, since a kid, B. You heard? Taking money just like them, B. You heard? They was taking way more money than me because they was older than me. And I went to school with Dre. Dre was in school with me and Vic. We all went to 145 together. You know what I'm saying? Percy was already out of school, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But Percy was all down at Yankee, taking nothing but money. Taking nothing but money. And me and Percy had a lot of things in common. Like, we like to get fly, talk our shit, and we like to go out. So you always see me. So that's why me and Percy had a special connection, even from growing up, scalping tickets around Yankee, because a lot of them niggas that used to be getting money and all that, they wasn't going out, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about we used to go out, we everywhere. I'm talking about we at Rucker, we at Grand's Tomb, we on 125th Street, we at the Apollo, we at all the live spots in the Bronx, you understand what I'm saying? We at the Fever, we at the Freaky Fridays, we everywhere where it's lit, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere where I'm talking about lit, super lit, you know what I'm saying? This is back when niggas ain't even party in the Bronx. I never used to party in the Bronx, B. Couldn't catch me at a lounge in the Bronx, B. You heard? I was always going downtown to a nice club, to a nice party, whatever was the biggest party, the biggest club, the biggest joint, I was there. And Percy used to be there too. Dolo, nigga. Because a lot of niggas from the West Side at that time wasn't going out like that. So Percy rolled Dolo, nigga. Come up in the spot, Dolo, nigga. You heard? And know everybody, you heard? You know what I'm saying? So, and that, I was a baby Percy on the low, you know what I'm saying? I turned into like a baby Percy. A few times I ran into Percy. I remember one time when Billy's was rocking. Y'all remember Billy's? Billy's is still rocking 161st. But Billy's had opened up on some fake lounge club shit in the thousands, like in the late thousands, you heard? And like in the mid thousands or whatever. And I remember Fish, you know, Bluefish, you heard? Another nigga that grew up with us scalping tickets, big promoter, party promoter right now, do Salsa Cafrego, do all the celebrity parties, all that. Bluefish, yeah, Bluefish, that's my guy too. Bluefish, Percy, all of them, we all come from scalping. We all come from taking nothing but money. Nothing but money. I was taking nothing but money when I was a kid. You heard? Nothing but crack up clean money, man. I've been having clean money. You know how like drug money come dirty, a bit mad, single, dirty 10, 35, 30. Nah, man. I grew up taking crackers money, scalping tickets, man. So basically, I always had good, clean money. And that shit is a whole different feeling when you taking 300-400 every day. You know what I'm saying? Or when the Yankees come for a 12-day homestand, and you got work every day. You go to Yankees, you make 300-400. three, 400, 3, 400, 3, 400. And niggas, when you go back to your block, these niggas ain't nobody making nothing. The only niggas that got some money or making a little money is niggas that sell drugs. You heard? They used to call me a summer something. You heard? Because everybody know when Yankee come back, la is up. You heard? La is up. I'm talking about up. I'm talking about 15, 12, 15 pair of sneakers, all the ladies' joints running around. I got jewelry on. How you think I had the big Gucci link? I told you I was 12, 13 years old with the big Gucci link from Cornell. You heard? Big 10 carat shit like this, running around 13 years old with some shit that'll get me killed. You heard? Cause I was scalping tickets. You know what I'm saying? I'm a get money nigga, you know what I'm saying? Then I went from scalping tickets to selling t-shirts, so that was a wrap, nigga. Didn't get nothing but dollars, you heard? Nothing but it. From a kid since I was 9 years old, and I can say that. A lot of kids can't say that. A lot of niggas be like, yeah, I was getting money, I scalped tickets, I sold papers, I packed bags and shit. Yeah, but all that comes with a time frame. And then, you know, there's only but so much money you can make doing that. But you can make a lot of money packing bags and all that, because I did that from 5 years old till like I was like 9. Once I started going to Yankee, all that scalping, pumping gas, squeegeeing and all that shit, that was a wrap. But I did all that when I was 5 years old till I was 9. I pumped gas, I packed bags, I pumped gas, and I squeegeed before. You heard? I did everything except for selling incense or selling incense on the highway. I did everything except for selling incense on the highway. Went to the store for niggas, sold the Sunday papers, you know what I'm saying, the daily newses, you heard, did all that stuff. Go get niggas coffee, go get niggas tea, you heard? Like, yeah, I was a hustler coming up. I wasn't, and I ate every night. My family was living good up there. I lived in a good building, everything, you heard? I came from a working class family, but I still was in the street hustling, trying to do what I do. So once I got the Yankee, started getting that real money, I'm telling you, niggas used to go in the bowling alley across the street, spend like $100 on games, nigga. Yeah, $100 on games, nigga. In the bowling alley for hours like this. Yo, ordering cheeseburgers with vanilla cokes and all that. You heard? Yo, get a cheeseburger, vanilla coke. Nigga know your order. All you gotta do is just give me a cheeseburger, vanilla coke. Nigga know how to make it and everything. I'm playing the game, sprint, all that shit. You heard? Spending hundreds in the gym. Didn't leave that shit. Didn't go to motherfucking, what you call it? Didn't go to the go to the movies or something. When we was young, we used to go to the movies. All the movies up on Fordham and all that. You heard? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, nigga used to do a lot, man. Niggas used to do a lot, B. You know what I'm saying? Niggas used to do a lot coming up with my man Percy. And Percy was older than me at this time, so, you know, he really was doing shit. You know what I'm saying? He was getting fresh, going out, you know what I'm saying? Really rubbing shoulders and all that, you know what I'm saying? Doing him, you know what I'm saying? So, when it come up to getting money, doing us, we always did. You know what I'm saying? I came up unique. You heard I always had Yankee, B. And a lot of us, Percy and them niggas from the West Side, they had Yankee. I had Yankee. You know what I'm saying? And basically, Yankee turned us into real stone cold hustlers, B. You know what I'm saying? Stone cold hustlers, man. And last time I seen my man Percy was, I hung out with him one night in the club in Queens. You heard? Shit went down out there. So, you know, like, his peoples was involved, so I fell back from him for a minute because it was some West Side shit. And then I wound up seeing him, you know, see him in I used to see my man in O Fresh all the time, you heard? Yeah, shout out to O Fresh on 3rd Avenue, you know what I'm saying? Percy stayed in there, going in there, dropping down in there, copping out, you know what I'm saying? I went in there like 2 or 3 times, ran into him in there, yo lad, what's good? Give my dap, I hug, you know what I'm saying? And I always respected him. I never would dick ride him, I never was on that extra shit like, oh, my man Percy making moves out here, man. So, you know, nah, nigga, I always kept it 100. Nigga, what's good? Everything good. Everything good. I remember one time when Billy's was open, we pulled up in front of Billy's. I don't know if he was going through something with Fish or or who, because Fish was the promoter, but Fish was in the back. And Fish used to do some shit. Bluefish be doing some shit sometime, like he be knowing niggas be wanting to call him. Yo, tell Bluefish to come to the front. Tell him I'm out here. This and that and this. Bluefish wasn't coming to the front. Shut up. Bluefish wasn't coming to the front. So basically, I was even waiting for Bluefish to come to the front, but the nigga Bluefish, I'm gonna keep it official with you. Sometimes that nigga be fronting on niggas. A lot of times that nigga fronting on niggas, and he know niggas since a kid, and he uses that shit. He'll be like, yo, I know him since I was a kid, and I can't let him in just like that. He gotta wait. He's telling me to wait. Make me wait a few minutes, and then he'll slide me in. But it was a few times that nigga Bluefish told me he couldn't do nothing for me. Looked me dead in my face and told me he couldn't do nothing for me. So I was fucked up behind that shit like this nigga Fish. This nigga Fish, I know this nigga since I was 9 years old, taking nothing but money. You know this nigga who came from the struggle. This nigga don't even look out for a nigga in his own spot. It ain't like it's another nigga's spot, it's his shit. But this is how niggas is on it. Niggas on some businessman shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing everybody with bottle service, good big money and all that, they getting in. But a nigga that you know forever can't get in. But it's all good, that's my guy. Boom. So one day we out there, me and Percy, we out in front of the spot. We in front of Billy's. And this nigga Percy like, yo, word up, lad, man. Fucking these niggas, man. These niggas know who we is. Nigga, these niggas ain't trying to let us in, B. These niggas is crazy, B. So I was like, word, Percy, this shit is crazy, word. The nigga came to the joint, the nigga was like, yo, boom, boom, me and him, you heard? Then they let us in, you heard? But my man Percy was mad because he was like, man, niggas supposed to been let us in, niggas got us at the door, knowing that who he is, you heard? So I'm like, this nigga Percy on it, but he truthful. This shit is the truth though, you heard? Then I seen the nigga at Sin City, nigga was the man. I'm at Sin City standing out there, because I used to pull up to a lot of spots dolo, and I don't do no dick riding. So, and I know a lot of niggas, so boom, I'll pull up, might see you and my niggas online. If I don't see, most of the time I pull up, niggas be like, yo, what's up, come in with us, boom. So I have no problems getting in. That's why I like to go dolo to the spot, all that going with niggas, like that niggas that fuck you up, you fuck around, get in the spot fucking with these niggas. So boom, pull up to the spot. This time I'm at Sin City, but I really don't know them Sin City niggas like that, cause I wasn't a Sin City nigga. I pop up in Sin City, but I wasn't no Sin City nigga. You heard me? I ain't know them niggas. I wasn't going in there with no crew, fighting and all that. So I wasn't known by them bouncers and all that, but I was known by official niggas though. So I pull up at Sin City this night, can't really get in. These niggas is skipping over a nigga. They letting everybody that they know in there. They letting niggas in there with bottle service. But I'm standing in the front. I ain't going nowhere. I'm standing out there waiting for the right person to come through. Sure enough, Percy come through. That nigga got me in there without being searched, nigga. I ain't never see that. Nigga got me in there without being searched, baby. Heard? Got me in there without being searched. So boom. I seen how he got me in there in Sin City like this. Yo, I'm like, damn, my man Percy's official, you know what I'm saying? So I always fucked with my guy, man, all the way up to today, man. Like, this shit is crazy, man. Like, I was in the house all day yesterday, and I was saying, I was feeling like something was gonna happen. I wasn't thinking about nothing by like Percy or anybody else, but I was just feeling like something was gonna happen, some bad news, something, man, you know what I'm saying? And this is what I woke up to, man. My man Percy, man. You heard, got killed. West Side gangster, fly legend. You heard, run around Terror Squad, nigga. You heard, be in all the parties, all the live parties. Stay fly. When I say stay fly, I'm talking about we've been doing this shit since we was kids, man. My man Percy been getting fly since he was a kid, because he been going to Yankee, scouting tickets since he was a kid. A lot of niggas ain't know. The first half of his life, he was a scalper, nigga. And when I say scalper, niggas used to take a lot of money, man. Niggas used to take a lot of money, man. Free money, man. Free money, man. And my man didn't stop doing scalping because he wasn't making no money or this. Nah, nigga, he just moved on to bigger and better things. But at the same time, he never forgot where he came from. My man Percy never forgot where he came from, you heard? So I used to see the nigga on the gram. He used to be on the gram recently. He been on the gram talking shit about what's going on with the president shit and all that, the voting shit and all that. He wasn't for Kamala. You You heard? And he was all the people that for Kamala and all that. He had something to say about that. It's my guy, man. My guy was mad slick. He was a funny nigga. Stayed fresh. Know the world know him. Official Bronx nigga. You know what I'm saying? His name was caught up in a lot of dirt. You know what I'm saying? With beef and shit. You heard? He had his, you know, he had, you know what I'm saying? So we don't know what this is about. But my man lost his life the other night, man. My man Percy, man. You heard? My man Percy lost his life the other night, man. West Side legend, man. You heard? West Side legend, man. My man Percy. Fucking West Side legend, man. Lost his life the other night, man. You heard? In them clubs, fucking around in them clubs, man. You know what I'm saying? And you heard? That's why I outgrew them clubs, man. That club scene is all right, man. But if a nigga wanna do something to you, man, look, man, nigga wanna do something to you, man. You heard? And some people, there might be a few people out there that might be happy to hear that my man lost his life. You heard? You know what I'm saying? But he got more people out there that's sick off of this shit, B. It really ain't hit me yet, you heard? It really ain't hit me yet. I just woke up. Official niggas from the West Side hit me. Yo, it killed Percy last night. It killed Percy last night. And I'm like, what? So it's a little surreal. It's like, damn, B. Because I was talking with my man, the nigga that called me and told me that, or texted me and told me that it killed Percy. He from the West Side. He grew up with Percy. He know everything about Percy. He from Percy block. So we was working all summer. We like, and sometimes Percy's name came up because I was giving him his flowers. I was like, yo, you know, I don't care what nobody say. My man Percy is official, man. And when it come down to this West Side thing, nigga, Percy always rep the West Side, nigga. Like when you think of the West Side, you think of Percy, nigga. That's how I feel, B. You know what I'm saying? When you think of the West Side, you think of Percy, man. You heard? My man Percy used to put on out here, nigga. I'm talking about from a kid, nigga. I'm in my 40s, nigga. From a kid, nigga. I know Percy since I was 9 years old, nigga. I know Percy since I was 9 years old, man. That nigga always was the same. A fly, get money, talk his shit. Bronx nigga, you heard? Fly, get money, talk his shit. Bronx nigga, B. You heard? And Percy know the world. You know what I'm saying? You know all them Brooklyn niggas. You know all them Queens niggas. He know all them Harlem niggas. He know all them Bronx niggas. And he know out of town niggas. And and another thing about Percy was the type of dude. He was a street dude, but he made it his purpose to be known with stars. You heard? Yeah, B. Percy is a street dude that a lot of stars know, B. You heard? He used his friendship with Fat Joe and the places and all the places and people that he was around by Fat Joe. Percy rubbed shoulders, B. He wasn't just a regular street nigga. I don't know if he was doing business and all that with niggas, like getting to a real crazy bag, because everybody know Percy was a street nigga. He was a gambler and he was a street nigga. But he also used to rub shoulders with them entertainers, B. You heard? He used to rub shoulders with them entertainers. And he was like, he was proudly to be from the street and to be next to some of them dudes, and be in pictures and all that shit with them dudes, you heard? And I give Percy that because Percy was doing that since he was young, nigga. Since he was young, man, moving around, being at the places to be, you heard? If the rucker was off the wall this day, Tupac coming through, LL coming through, whoever coming through, Percy was down there 9 times out of 10. You heard? Percy was part of the in crowd. You heard? And he wasn't a nigga that run around with 1,000 niggas. He run around dolo. That's what made Percy who he is. You know what I'm saying? That's what made Percy who he is. So a big shout out to Percy out there. You know what I'm saying? I gave my guy 40-something minutes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to his family out there. Blessings to his family. Let them have to deal with this right now. You know what I'm saying? Percy was a dude that always took care of his kids, as I could see. You heard he got grown kids. You understand what I'm saying? And BX, we lost a good one, man. We lost a good one, man. My guy Percy, every time he see me, shouted me out, man. Every time he see me, shouted me out, B. You heard? If my man Percy see me in the Rumble, yo, what up? My man Percy see me at Rucker, what up, lad? My man Percy see me over here, what up, lad? Yo, what up, lad? What up, lad? What up, lad? That was my motherfucking guy. You heard? That was my motherfucking guy. But we all gonna die, you know what I'm saying? Some of us gonna die young, some of us gonna die old, but we all gonna go. Rest in peace to my guy Percy, West Side living legend, you heard? My guy was the truth, nigga. He was coming through on y'all niggas. Y'all niggas know how he used to keep his rides. He stayed in something nice, you heard? He stayed in something new, you know what I'm saying? My guy, man. Fucking guy.